eyesight, reduce eye strain, and support long-term vision health naturally. Most people focus on glasses or eye drops, but they completely ignore the nutritional side of vision, and that's a big mistake. Because your eyes are one of the most nutrient-demanding organs in the body. Today, I want to show you why this seed works, when to take it, and how it supports your eyes while you sleep. Your eyes are not passive organs that simply shut down when you sleep. In fact, nighttime is when the most important repair and regeneration processes take place. Throughout the day, your eyes are exposed to intense stress, blue light from screens, artificial lighting, environmental toxins, dryness, and constant focusing. All of this creates microscopic damage in the retina, optic nerve, and surface of the eye. When night comes, the body shifts from a performance mode into a recovery mode, and this is when your eyes attempt to heal that damage. But here's the critical point most people miss. Repair only happens if the raw materials are available. As you sleep, your nervous system slows down, cortisol drops, and growth hormone increases. This hormone is essential for tissue repair, including the highly sensitive tissues of the eye. The retina, in particular, has one of the highest metabolic demands in the entire body. It burns through nutrients at an incredible rate. If you are low in key minerals and fat, soluble nutrients, the eyes simply cannot keep up with repair demands. Over time, this leads to subtle symptoms that people often ignore: eye fatigue, poor night vision, dryness, light sensitivity, and gradual blurring. One of the most common reasons eyesight weakens over time is a hidden deficiency in zinc-related pathways. Zinc plays a direct role in transporting vitamin A from the liver to the retina. Without this process working efficiently, the eye struggles to adapt to darkness and maintain sharp vision. This is why many people notice their vision is worse at night, or takes longer to adjust when lights are dim. It's not just aging, it's nutritional depletion combined with nighttime repair failure. Another issue is oxidative stress. During the day, your eyes accumulate free radical damage from light exposure and inflammation. Nighttime is when antioxidants are supposed to neutralize this damage. But if your diet is low in protective compounds, the damage continues to accumulate instead of being repaired. Think of it like trying to fix a house overnight without tools. The body wants to repair, but it simply can't finish the job. Blood sugar also plays a role here. Spikes in blood sugar, especially in the evening, interfere with circulation to the small blood vessels in the eyes. Poor circulation means fewer nutrients and less oxygen reaching the retina during sleep. Over time, this contributes to vision decline and increases the risk of degenerative eye conditions. This is why what you eat and when you eat it matters so much for eyesight. Sleep quality itself is another overlooked factor. Poor sleep reduces melatonin, a powerful antioxidant that protects the eyes from oxidative damage. Melatonin is not just a sleep hormone, it directly supports retinal health. When sleep is disrupted, the eyes lose one of their strongest natural defense systems. This creates a cycle where the eyes don't repair well, vision weakens, and strain increases the next day. The modern lifestyle accelerates all of this. Long screen hours, low mineral intake, and processed foods strip the body of the nutrients required for nighttime eye repair. The eyes are forced to operate in survival mode instead of regeneration mode. This doesn't cause immediate blindness, which is why people ignore it, but the decline is steady and cumulative. Here's the key insight. Your eyes are designed to heal every single night, but only if you give them the right nutritional environment. When that environment is missing, the repair process becomes incomplete. Over months and years, this is how vision slowly deteriorates. Strengthening eyesight isn't about reacting to damage later. It's about supporting the body's natural repair cycle while you sleep, when your eyes are working harder than you think. Pumpkin seeds stand out as one of the most nutritionally concentrated foods for supporting eye health because they deliver exactly what the visual system depends on at a cellular level. When people think about nutrients for eyesight, they often focus only on vitamin A, but that is just one part of a much larger system. The eye relies on minerals, healthy fats, and protective compounds working together, and pumpkin seeds provide this combination in a highly bioavailable form. This is what makes them so effective, even in small amounts. One of the most critical nutrients in pumpkin seeds is zinc. Zinc is not just a supporting mineral, it acts like a gatekeeper for vision. Without adequate zinc, vitamin A cannot be properly activated or delivered to the retina. This directly affects the eye's ability to adapt to darkness, maintain sharp focus, and protect itself from light-related damage. Many people have adequate vitamin A stored in the liver, but still experience vision problems because zinc is missing from the equation. Pumpkin seeds help restore this pathway naturally. Another important aspect of pumpkin seeds is their rich supply of plant-based antioxidants. The eyes are constantly exposed to oxidative stress, especially from artificial lighting and screens. Over time, this stress damages the delicate structures of the retina. The antioxidants found in pumpkin seeds help neutralize these free radicals before they can cause lasting harm. This protective effect is subtle but powerful, working quietly in the background to slow down age-related vision decline. Pumpkin seeds also contain healthy fats that play a crucial role in eye moisture and nerve function. The surface of the eye depends on a stable tear film to stay comfortable and clear. When healthy fats are lacking, dryness and irritation become more common. The fats in pumpkin seeds support the lipid layer of the tear film, helping reduce dryness and improve overall eye comfort. At the same time, these fats nourish the optic nerve, which is essential for clear signal transmission between the eyes and the brain. What makes pumpkin seeds especially unique is how efficiently the body absorbs their nutrients. Minerals in many foods are poorly absorbed due to processing or anti-nutrients. Pumpkin seeds, when consumed raw or lightly roasted, retain their mineral integrity. This allows zinc and magnesium to be absorbed more effectively, which supports not only eye health, but also nervous system relaxation, an important factor for nighttime repair. There is also a metabolic advantage to pumpkin seeds. They have a low glycemic impact, meaning they do not spike blood sugar. Stable blood sugar is essential for protecting the small blood vessels in the eyes. Sudden glucose spikes damage these vessels over time, impairing nutrient delivery to the retina. By supporting steady blood sugar levels, pumpkin seeds indirectly protect vision at a vascular level. Many people are surprised to learn that pumpkin seeds also support melatonin production due to their magnesium content. Melatonin is a powerful antioxidant for the eyes, especially during sleep. By improving melatonin signaling, pumpkin seeds enhance the body's natural ability to protect and repair retinal tissue overnight. This creates a deeper, more efficient recovery cycle for the eyes. The most important takeaway is that pumpkin seeds work because they address vision health from multiple angles at once. Instead of targeting a single nutrient, they support the entire visual system, nutrient transport, antioxidant protection, nerve signaling, circulation, and nighttime repair. This is why something so simple can have such a noticeable impact when used consistently. When the body receives the right nutrients in the right form, the eyes respond by becoming more resilient, clearer, and better protected over time. The retina is one of the most delicate and metabolically active tissues in the human body. It is constantly converting light into electrical signals, a process that demands enormous energy and generates oxidative byproducts as a result. Every time light enters the eye, whether from the sun, indoor lighting, or digital screens, the retinal cells experience oxidative stress. If this stress is not neutralized efficiently, it begins to damage the photoreceptors and supporting cells. Over time, this damage accumulates and shows up as reduced sharpness, poor contrast sensitivity, difficulty seeing at night, and accelerated visual aging. Pumpkin seeds help protect the retina by supplying compounds that directly reduce this oxidative burden. They contain antioxidants that act as scavengers, neutralizing free radicals before they can injure retinal tissue. This is especially important because retinal cells do not regenerate easily. Once damaged, they are difficult to replace, which is why prevention and protection matter far more than treatment later on. Supporting the retina early can slow down the progression of degenerative changes that many people assume are unavoidable. Inflammation is another silent contributor to retinal damage. Chronic low-grade inflammation interferes with blood flow to the retina and disrupts normal cellular communication. When inflammation is present, even adequate nutrients may fail to reach the retinal cells efficiently. The natural compounds in pumpkin seeds help calm inflammatory pathways, allowing better circulation and oxygen delivery to the eye. Improved circulation means more nutrients reaching the retina and more waste products being removed, creating a healthier internal environment for vision. The retina also depends heavily on zinc-driven enzymes to maintain its structure and function. These enzymes are involved in photoreceptor stability and visual signal processing. When zinc levels are low, these processes become less efficient, making the retina more vulnerable to light damage. Pumpkin seeds provide zinc in a form the body can readily use, strengthening these protective enzyme systems. This helps the retina maintain resilience, especially under conditions of frequent light exposure. Another overlooked factor in retinal health is mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the energy-producing units inside retinal cells, and they are highly sensitive to oxidative damage. When mitochondria are impaired, retinal cells fatigue more quickly and become prone to degeneration. The nutrients found in pumpkin seeds support mitochondrial efficiency, helping retinal cells produce energy more cleanly and with less oxidative stress. This means clearer visual processing and better endurance for the eyes throughout the day. The protective effect extends beyond just light exposure. Environmental toxins, air pollution, and even poor dietary fats can increase retinal oxidative stress. Antioxidants from pumpkin seeds help buffer these insults, reducing the cumulative damage that slowly erodes vision. This kind of protection is subtle but powerful, working at a microscopic level long before symptoms become noticeable. What makes this especially relevant today is the sheer amount of visual stimulation modern eyes endure. Continuous screen use exposes the retina to intense blue light, which penetrates deeply and accelerates oxidative damage. Supporting the retina with antioxidant-rich foods becomes essential, not optional. Pumpkin seeds offer a practical food-based strategy to counteract this modern stressor without relying on artificial supplements. By strengthening antioxidant defenses, reducing inflammation, supporting enzyme function, and improving cellular energy production, pumpkin seeds help preserve the structural and functional integrity of the retina. This multi-layered protection allows the eyes to withstand daily stress more effectively and maintain clearer, more stable vision over time. When the retina is protected at this fundamental level, the entire visual system benefits, leading to stronger, more resilient eyesight that ages more slowly and functions more efficiently. Timing plays a powerful role in how nutrients affect the body, and vision is no exception. The same food consumed at different times of day can produce very different results, not because the food changes, but because the body's physiology changes. At night, your metabolism, hormones, and nervous system shift into a completely different mode, one that favors repair, absorption, and regeneration. This is why consuming pumpkin seeds before bed can have a more pronounced impact on eye health. than taking them earlier in the day. As evening approaches, cortisol levels naturally decline while melatonin begins to rise. This hormonal shift signals the body to stop focusing on immediate performance and start prioritizing repair. During this phase, tissues that experience stress during the day, especially the eyes, become more receptive to nutrients. The retina, which has been exposed to light screens and constant visual processing, uses the nighttime hours to repair oxidative damage and restore cellular balance. Providing key nutrients right before this repair window opens allows the body to direct them exactly where they are needed. Mineral absorption is also more efficient during the evening when digestion slows down and competition from other foods is reduced. When pumpkin seeds are eaten before bed, zinc and magnesium are absorbed in a calmer digestive environment. These minerals are then readily available during sleep when enzyme activity involved in tissue repair increases. Zinc-dependent enzymes that support retinal function become more active at night, making this timing particularly beneficial for eyesight. Blood sugar stability is another critical factor. Late night spikes in blood sugar interfere with circulation and suppress melatonin, both of which negatively affect eye repair. Pumpkin seeds have a low glycemic impact and help stabilize blood sugar levels rather than disrupt them. This creates an internal environment that supports uninterrupted repair processes. Stable blood sugar also protects the tiny blood vessels that supply the retina, ensuring consistent oxygen and nutrient delivery throughout the night. Sleep itself becomes deeper and more restorative when the nervous system is properly supported. Pumpkin seeds contain magnesium, a mineral known to relax the nervous system and improve sleep quality. Deeper sleep translates into higher melatonin output, and melatonin is one of the most powerful antioxidants available to the eyes. It directly protects retinal cells from oxidative stress and supports mitochondrial function. By enhancing sleep quality, pumpkin seeds indirectly amplify the body's natural defense system for vision. Another often overlooked aspect is fat-soluble nutrient utilization. The healthy fats present in pumpkin seeds help transport fat-soluble compounds that are essential for eye health. At night, the liver becomes more active in processing and distributing these nutrients. This is especially relevant for vitamin A pathways that support night vision and retinal integrity. Consuming pumpkin seeds before bed aligns with this metabolic rhythm, improving nutrient delivery to the eyes during sleep. The parasympathetic nervous system, which dominates at night, further enhances nutrient assimilation. This system slows heart rate, improves digestion, and increases blood flow to internal organs, including the eyes. When pumpkin seeds are consumed during this state, their nutrients are distributed more efficiently. This is very different from daytime eating, when the body is often in a stressed, sympathetic state that prioritizes alertness over repair. There is also a cumulative effect to consider. Nighttime nutrition sends a repeated signal to the body that resources are available for repair. Over time, this consistency trains the body to optimize nighttime healing cycles. The eyes respond by becoming less inflamed, better hydrated, and more resilient to daily stress. This gradual improvement often goes unnoticed at first, but becomes evident as clearer vision, reduced eye fatigue, and better tolerance to light. Modern lifestyles work against this natural rhythm. Late night screen exposure, irregular sleep patterns, and poor nutrient timing disrupt the body's repair window. This places additional strain on the eyes, which are already overworked during the day. Introducing a simple, nutrient-dense food before bed helps counteract some of this disruption by restoring a sense of biological order. It reinforces the idea that healing happens on a schedule and that schedule matters. What makes this approach especially effective is its simplicity. No complex routines, no aggressive interventions, just aligning nutrition with the body's natural repair cycle. When the eyes receive the right nutrients at the right time, the body does what it is designed to do. Vision support becomes a nightly process rather than a reaction to damage later on. Over time, this strategic timing can make the difference between eyes that merely cope and eyes that remain strong, clear, and resilient well into the future. Using pumpkin seeds correctly is what determines whether they quietly support your vision or simply become another overlooked food in your diet. The amount, form, and consistency matter far more than people realize. When it comes to eye health, more is not better. The eyes respond best to steady, precise nourishment rather than excessive intake. A small, intentional amount allows the body to absorb and utilize the nutrients efficiently without creating digestive stress or mineral imbalance. The ideal quantity is modest, about 1 to 2 tablespoons. This amount provides a concentrated dose of zinc, magnesium, healthy fats, and antioxidants without overwhelming the digestive system. Consuming large amounts may interfere with mineral absorption or create unnecessary caloric load, especially at night. Vision support is about signaling repair, not forcing it. This small serving sends a clear message to the body that the raw materials for eye maintenance are available. The form of the seeds is equally important. Raw pumpkin seeds preserve their delicate nutrients in the most natural state. Lightly roasted seeds can also be acceptable as long as they are not overheated. Excessive heat damages healthy fats and reduces antioxidant activity, weakening their protective effect on the eyes. Salted, flavored, or processed versions introduce sodium and additives that disrupt circulation and hydration, both of which are critical for retinal health. Clean, a simple preparation keeps the focus on nourishment rather than stimulation. Chewing the seeds thoroughly is another overlooked detail. Proper chewing breaks down the seed's outer structure, improving mineral absorption. Poorly chewed seeds pass through the digestive system with limited benefit. This is especially relevant for zinc and magnesium, which rely on adequate breakdown for optimal uptake. Taking a moment to eat slowly enhances the nutritional payoff far more than increasing the quantity. Consistency creates the real impact. Vision decline does not happen overnight, and improvement does not either. The eyes respond to repeated signals of nutritional support over time. Consuming pumpkin seeds before bed on a regular basis trains the body to incorporate their nutrients into nightly repair cycles. This consistency allows antioxidant defenses to strengthen, retinal enzymes to function more efficiently, and nerve signaling to remain stable. Skipping days frequently weakens this adaptive response. Pairing pumpkin seeds with an otherwise calm evening routine further enhances their effect. Late night sugar alcohol or heavy meals interfere with nutrient delivery to the eyes. Stable blood sugar and relaxed digestion create the conditions necessary for minerals to reach the retina. Pumpkin seeds work best when they are not competing with inflammatory foods or metabolic stress. This doesn't require perfection, just awareness. Hydration also plays a role. Minerals function within fluid balance, and dehydration reduces circulation to the eyes. Drinking a small amount of water earlier in the evening supports nutrient transport without disrupting sleep. Proper hydration helps maintain the tear film and supports the delivery of zinc and magnesium to ocular tissues during the night. Another important factor is patience. Many people expect immediate changes in vision, but the real benefits appear subtly. Reduced eye fatigue, less dryness, improved comfort in low light, and clearer focus are often the first signs. These improvements indicate that repair mechanisms are functioning more efficiently. Over time, this can translate into better visual stability and slower age-related decline. It's also important to understand what pumpkin seeds are not meant to replace. They do not override chronic sleep deprivation, excessive screen exposure, or severe nutrient deficiencies. Instead, they act as a supportive tool within a broader lifestyle approach. When combined with quality sleep, reduced nighttime screen use, and a nutrient-dense diet, their effect becomes significantly more noticeable. Vision health is cumulative, and each supportive habit strengthens the next. The simplicity of this practice is what makes it powerful. There is no reliance on synthetic compounds or aggressive interventions. Just a natural food, used intentionally, aligned with the body's repair rhythm. Over time, the eyes become less reactive, more resilient, and better equipped to handle daily stress. This approach respects the body's design rather than fighting against it. What often surprises people is how such a small habit can influence how their eyes feel day after day. The absence of strain, the ease of focus, and the comfort in changing light conditions become the new normal. This is the result of consistent nourishment rather than temporary stimulation. When the visual system receives what it needs, it responds with clarity and endurance. The true value lies in making eye support automatic. When pumpkin seeds become part of a nightly routine, they no longer require effort or motivation. They quietly integrate into the body's natural maintenance cycle. This kind of habit works in the background, strengthening vision while you sleep night after night, allowing the eyes to age more slowly and function more efficiently without drawing attention to the process. Vision health is rarely lost suddenly. It fades quietly through small daily compromises that seem harmless at first. The eyes adapt, compensate, and keep working even when support is missing. This is why many people don't realize something is wrong until clarity is noticeably reduced or strain becomes constant. The powerful shift happens when you stop treating eyesight as something to react to and begin supporting it as a system that needs daily maintenance. When nourishment, timing, and consistency come together, the eyes are no longer struggling to keep up. They begin to stabilize. What matters most is understanding that vision protection is not about forcing change, but about removing obstacles that block natural repair. When the body receives the right nutrients in the evening, when sleep is respected, and when inflammation is reduced, the eyes naturally move toward balance. This process is subtle, but it is also reliable. The absence of irritation, the ease of focus, and the ability to tolerate light without discomfort are early signs that the system is responding. These are not coincidences, they are feedback signals from tissues that are finally supported. One of the most overlooked benefits of a consistent nighttime routine is how it reduces cumulative damage. Every day, the eyes face stress from screens, artificial lighting, and constant visual demand. One day of stress may not matter much, but thousands of days add up. Nightly support interrupts this accumulation. Instead of damage stacking on top of damage, repair begins to match exposure. This shift alone can slow visual aging dramatically. Another important aspect is predictability. The body thrives on rhythm. When nutrients arrive at the same time each evening, biological systems anticipate and prepare for repair. Blood flow patterns, enzyme activity, and antioxidant defenses align more efficiently. Over time, this predictability enhances the quality of repair itself. The eyes become better at restoring themselves because the environment they rely on becomes stable rather than chaotic. There is also a neurological component that often goes unnoticed. Vision is not just about the eyes, it is about how the brain interprets signals. When inflammation is reduced and mineral balance improves, nerve signaling becomes clearer and more efficient. This can affect contrast sensitivity, focus endurance, and even visual comfort during long periods of concentration. The result is not just seeing better, but seeing with less effort. People often assume that improving vision must involve complex exercises, expensive supplements, or drastic interventions. In reality, the most effective strategies are often the simplest. Consistent nourishment before sleep supports the body's built in repair systems rather than competing with them. This approach respects biology instead of trying to override it. Over time, this respect translates into resilience. It is also worth noting how this practice influences overall recovery, not just vision. Minerals like magnesium and zinc support nervous system regulation and immune balance. When these systems improve, the body enters deeper restorative states during sleep. Deeper restoration benefits every tissue, including the eyes. Vision improves not in isolation, but as part of a larger improvement in nighttime healing. The long-term value of this approach becomes most apparent with age. As the body grows older, repair capacity naturally slows. Supporting repair consistently helps offset this decline. While it does not stop aging, it changes how aging expresses itself. Eyes that are nourished and protected tend to remain clearer, steadier, and more adaptable than those that are constantly depleted. This difference may not be dramatic in a single month, but over years it becomes unmistakable. Another subtle benefit is awareness. When you begin paying attention to how your eyes feel, you become more attuned to habits that strain them. Late night screens, poor lighting, and irregular sleep become easier to notice because the contrast is clearer. Supportive habits sharpen perception not only visually, but behaviorally. This awareness reinforces better choices without force. What makes this approach sustainable is that it does not rely on motivation. It relies on routine. Once integrated into daily life, it becomes automatic. Automatic habits are the ones that last. Vision support becomes something that happens naturally, night after night, without decision fatigue or effort. This is how small actions create large outcomes. Over time, many people notice that their eyes feel less reactive. Bright lights are less harsh. Long reading sessions feel easier. Focus lasts longer without discomfort. These changes are often gradual, but they reflect real physiological improvements. They indicate that inflammation is lower, circulation is better, and repair is more complete. The most important shift is perspective. When eyesight is treated as something to protect daily rather than something to fix later, the entire strategy changes. Prevention replaces correction. Support replaces compensation. This shift empowers the body instead of waiting for decline. The eyes respond positively when they are given what they need consistently, quietly, and at the right time. This is not about chasing perfect vision or unrealistic promises. It is about preserving function, comfort, and clarity for as long as possible. When the visual system is supported in a way that aligns with natural rhythms, it performs more efficiently and ages more gracefully. The process is not dramatic, but it is dependable. In the end, the real strength of this approach lies in its alignment with how the body already works. Nothing is forced, nothing is rushed. Repair happens during rest, nutrients arrive when they are needed, and the eyes are allowed to recover fully. Over time, this creates a foundation of visual stability that carries forward day after day, night after night, quietly supporting eyesight in a way that feels natural, sustainable, and deeply effective.